What if the next foldable phone from Samsung finally fixed one of the biggest complaints people have had for years? The bulky size. That's what recent leaks are hinting at with the Galaxy Z Fold 7. While Samsung hasn't officially said anything yet, rumors are spreading fast, and if they're even partly true, this could be the biggest change to the Fold series in a long time. Every year, Samsung releases a new version of its foldable phone, and while the Galaxy Z Fold 6 was solid, it didn't offer much that felt truly new. This time, though, the Fold 7 might actually bring a serious upgrade, not in features or software, but in how the phone feels when you hold it. According to multiple reports, the Fold 7 might be just 8.2mm thick when folded. That would make it the thinnest book-style foldable phone on the market today. To understand how thin that really is, let's compare it to other devices. The current thinnest foldable of this type is the Oppo Find N5, which is 8.9mm thick when closed. If Samsung manages to hit 8.2mm, they'll not only beat that record, but also make a foldable that's actually comfortable to carry around. That's a big deal, especially since the Galaxy Z Fold 6 was 12.1mm thick when folded. Cutting down almost 4mm might not sound huge, but in terms of phone design, it's a major shift, over 30% thinner. This change could make a real difference in daily use. A lot of people are curious about foldable phones, but they hesitate because of how bulky they feel in the pocket. When you fold them, they tend to feel thick and heavy, almost like two phones stacked together. If the Fold 7 is really that slim, it could solve that issue and finally make foldables feel like regular smartphones again. Of course, there's still some doubt around all of this. Previous leaks pointed to the Fold 7 being around 9.5mm, which still would have been a nice upgrade. But 8.2mm seems almost too slim to believe without some kind of trade-off. So people are starting to wonder, did Samsung shrink the battery? Did they redesign the hinge completely? Or maybe they figured out a smarter way to arrange the internal parts without cutting any major features. At this point, we don't have those answers. Samsung hasn't released any official specs yet, so while the idea is exciting, it's important not to take these leaks as confirmed facts. Still, the idea alone has brought back some buzz to the Galaxy Fold series, which many people felt was starting to lose its edge. If Samsung does manage to keep all the performance, cameras, and battery life while also trimming down the thickness, that would be a huge step forward. Foldables are already powerful, but making them feel more natural and easy to use could help attract more users, especially those who've been holding off because of the size. It's also worth remembering that thinner phones are often harder to build. You need to make sure nothing overheats, the battery lasts long enough, and the phone still feels solid. So if Samsung really pulls this off, it would show just how far their engineering has come. For now, we'll have to wait until Samsung's official announcement, which is expected in July. Until then, it's smart to stay curious, but also cautious. Still, the thought of a foldable phone that's easier to carry and still just as powerful is definitely something to look forward to. If you like this update and want more simple and clear news about the latest smartphones, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you always stay in the loop. Apple might be making a bold design shift with the iPhone 17 Pro, and not everyone is happy about it. A newly leaked case render has sparked debate due to a noticeable inconsistency shared by leaker Majin Buu. The image shows a camera bar that doesn't extend fully across the phone's back, contradicting previous CAD-based leaks that suggested a full-width design. After users pointed out the discrepancy, Majin Buu acknowledged the possibility of an error in the render and reassured that the final design should match the CAD models, with the camera bar stretching from edge to edge. While occasional mistakes and leaks aren't unusual, this has led to discussions about how reliable the latest information really is. The iPhone 17 Pro's camera setup is expected to introduce some significant upgrades. Reports indicate that it will feature a 48-megapixel wide camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 12-megapixel telephoto camera with a periscope lens capable of 5 optical zoom. Along with these lenses, the camera bar is likely to house an LED flash, a microphone, and a vertically mounted LiDAR scanner. Even with this design change, Apple is expected to retain the triangular lens arrangement seen on previous Pro models. So while the layout may shift, the lens positioning should still feel familiar to iPhone users. Reactions to this design change have been mixed. Some users are already expressing disappointment, criticizing the camera bar's appearance and arguing that it looks too similar to Google's Pixel phones. Others, however, see it as a step toward a more uniform and polished look. Instead of individual camera lenses arranged in a cluster, this design gives the back of the phone a more structured and balanced appearance. Whether this change is an improvement or not will depend on how users react when the device is officially unveiled. For those hoping Apple might reconsider, that seems unlikely. Multiple leaks from reliable sources have all pointed to this design. making it appear more and more like the final version. Case manufacturers usually get access to early CAD files so they can start producing accessories ahead of launch, and these designs have consistently featured the full-width camera bar. While some minor adjustments could still be made, the overall look of the device seems to be set. With the iPhone 17 series expected to launch in September, there's still time for new information to emerge. However, Apple's past design leaks have generally been accurate, especially when supported by CAD renders. The official announcement will confirm the final details, but everything we've seen so far suggests that Apple is committed to this new approach. As with any major design change, opinions will likely be divided. Some users might welcome the sleeker, more refined layout, while others could prefer the familiar look of past iPhone models. If Apple moves forward with this design, it will be interesting to see if users eventually embrace it. Many of the company's previous design changes were initially met with skepticism, but later became widely accepted. This could be another case where initial hesitation fades over time. Regardless of how people feel about it now, Apple's design choices often set trends, and it wouldn't be surprising if other smartphone brands take inspiration from this look in the future. What are your thoughts on this design? Do you like the full-width camera bar, or do you prefer Apple's traditional setup? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Adding this capability in future models could help Samsung compete even more effectively with brands like OnePlus and Motorola. However, not all changes may be welcomed by users. One significant difference in these new models is the removal of the microSD card slot. This means storage expansion is no longer an option, and users must rely solely on the built-in storage. The Galaxy A36 and A56 come in two options, 128 GB and 256 GB. While this may be enough for many people, those who store a lot of media might find it limiting. Samsung does offer the Galaxy A26, which still includes a microSD card slot and supports up to 2 TB of expandable storage, making it a viable alternative for users who prioritize storage flexibility. On the software front, these new devices launch with Android 15 and Samsung's latest One UI 7.0. This version introduces new features such as the Now bar, customizable quick panel, a vertical app drawer, and an improved camera interface. Another notable addition is Google's Circle to Search feature, which is part of the broader Galaxy AI experience. Users can also take advantage of intelligent tools like Object Eraser, though it's unclear if they function as seamlessly as they do on Samsung's flagship models. Samsung has also committed to long-term software support for these devices. The Galaxy A36, A56, and A26 will receive 6 years of Android, One UI, and security updates, ensuring they remain secure and up-to-date for an extended period. For those opting for the Enterprise Edition of the Galaxy A56, the update cycle is extended to 7 years. Another anticipated software improvement is seamless updates, allowing the installation of new software versions in the background without interrupting daily use. Overall, the Galaxy A36 and A56 deliver a strong mix of advanced features and a few compromises. The upgraded cameras, improved video recording capabilities, and long-term software support make them solid choices in the mid-range market. However, the removal of the microSD card slot might be a downside for users who require additional storage. Despite this, these phones bring powerful hardware, enhanced user experience, and competitive camera features, making them worthy options for those looking for a reliable and future-proof device. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.